A massive drug bust at the port of Houston. Officials say they stopped more than 1,000 barrels of chemicals from China headed to a cartel in Mexico.
That's enough to make nearly $500 million worth of meth. A very large drug bust. Fox's Sarah Alegre joining us live near the port. And Sarah, they're calling it one of the biggest seizures in U.S. history.
Rashi, Carolina, that's exactly right. It's the largest haul of precursor chemicals ever. Now, those essentially are the raw materials used to create meth. But I want to give you guys a better idea of just how massive this bust was here. U.S. Attorney for D.C., Janine Pirro, tells me it took 24 big rigs to haul all of those substances from the port of Houston to a federal warehouse.
I want you to visualize that instead of these containers or these barrels, that you see American bodies, because that's what's happening in China's undeclared war against the United States, working with Mexico, the Sinaloa cartel, a foreign terrorist organization that is producing these illegal drugs that are killing Americans on a daily basis.
Yeah, Pirro calls it the biggest cartel chemical bust in U.S. history, and the chemicals were stopped in the last week, shipped from China, and headed for the Sinaloa cartel in Mexico. Federal officials say this takedown was made possible by the Trump administration's move to designate the cartel a foreign terror group from January. And that move gave prosecutors new authority to go after not just the drugs themselves, but the raw chemicals cartels use to make them.
This marks the first time a seizure warrant was issued for the material support of terrorism. The ability to obtain the warrant for this was only possible because President Trump's executive order designating the Department of State to designate major drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
Yeah, and as for arrest made, federal officials say they're just looking into this investigation. It's ongoing. Now, earlier today, in a separate instance, the U.S. Department of Treasury said they're going to issue sanctions, on a chemical company out of China for manufacturing both illicit opioids and, of course, chemicals. From Houston, Sarah Alegre, Fox 26 News.
All right, Sarah, thank you.